2024 has seen a number of positive developments for the cryptocurrency ecosystem. In many ways, crypto has continued to gain mainstream acceptance, following the approval of spot Bitcoin and Ethereum exchange-traded funds in the United States and revisions to the Financial Accounting Standards Board Fair Accounting Rules. But as with any new technology, adoption will grow among both good and bad actors. And while illicit activity is down year to date compared to previous years, crypto inflows to specific cybercrime-related entities show some worrying trends. Inflows to risky services are trending higher than they were at this point last year. Meanwhile, aggregate illicit activity fell year-to-date by 19.6%, dropping from $20.9 billion to $16.7 billion, demonstrating that legitimate activity is growing faster than illicit activity on-chain. Despite the overall decline in illicit transactions compared to this time last year, two notable types of illicit activity, stolen funds and ransomware, have been on the rise. Funds stolen in crypto heists increased year-over-year, nearly doubling from $857 million to $1.58 billion through the end of July. In last year's mid-year update, ransomware inflows through June of 2023 totaled $449.1 million. This year, ransomware inflows over the same period have topped $459.8 million, suggesting we're potentially looking at another record year for ransomware. After a 50% drawdown in crypto value stolen in 2023 compared to 2022, this year has seen a resurgence of hacking activity. Cumulative value stolen this year through the end of July has already crested $1.58 billion and is around 84.4% greater than the value stolen over the same period last year. Interestingly, the number of hacking incidents in 2024 has only marginally outpaced that of 2023, rising at just 2.76% year-over-year. The average amount of value compromised per event has increased by 79.46%, rising from $5.9 million per event from January to July of 2023 to $10.6 million per event thus far in 2024, based on the value of the assets at the time of theft. Much of the change in the value compromised is attributable to rising asset prices. For example, the price of Bitcoin has increased from an average price of $26,141 in the first 7 months of 2023 to an average price of $60,091 this year through July, an increase of 130%. The price of Bitcoin is particularly important here. One hacking measure is the transaction volume associated with the movement of stolen funds after the hack takes place. This can be a proxy for assets stolen because many times hacked services don't publicly report the breakdown of what was taken. Last year, 30% of this transaction volume was associated with Bitcoin. This year, Bitcoin transaction volume associated with stolen fund activity accounts for 40% of these flows. This pattern seems to be driven by a change in the type of entity being compromised, with centralized services being hacked for high values in 2024. This is particularly the case with centralized exchanges such as DMM, which lost $305 million. In the DMM hack, which accounts for roughly 19% of hacked value in 2024, some 4,500 Bitcoin was reportedly stolen. Crypto thieves seem to be returning to their roots and targeting centralized exchanges again after 4 years focused on their decentralized counterparts, which typically do not trade Bitcoin.